Today, students, you're going to be learning how to make a clay monster mask. We're going to take our slab of clay that is on your tray. We're going to put it on the table. We're going to take this slab and we are going to smack and slap it into a ball. So take your clay, roll it up, and smack and slap it into a ball until you get it kind of, sort of, smooth and round. Now we're going to take our clay, we're going to take this part of our hand, we are going to pound it like a hammer. Not hard, not loud, just pound it steady until you make a big round cookie. So I'm going to take my clay and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, pick it up and turn it. 1, 2, 3, pick it up and turn it. 1, 2, 3, pick it up and turn it. Okay, our cookie needs to be about as thick as our pinky finger. So hold it up and look at it, and if it's about that thick all the way across, nice and even, then you're done. The next thing I want to do is I want to cut my cookie in half. In your toolkit, you'll see some different things. You'll see a popsicle stick. You'll see a pointy skewer, and you might even see one of these little wooden sticks that has a rounded side on one end and a little ball on the other. Okay? So I'm going to take my popsicle stick and I'm going to cut it in half. And I need to decide which half do I want to use for the top part of my mask. I think I'm going to use this half. So this half, I can roll this back up and set it to the side. Now, I need to make my monster face. So the first thing I want to make is a nose. So I'm going to pinch off a little bit of clay. It doesn't have to be a lot of clay, just enough. I'm going to roll it into a ball, around and around and around. And then I might roll it back and forth to make it long. I might tap it to make it wide, and I'm going to make it narrow at the top so it looks a little bit like a nose. Now, to get this nose to stick, you need to dip into your slip. Your slip is in this little bowl. It is like your glue, so you need to dip your toothbrush, you need to scratch the back, scratch your face with the slip, and then stick it to it. Give it a little wiggle. Shape your nose how you want it. You might even want to smooth it out up here so it smooths onto your face. Okay? Alright, everybody do a nose, and then we'll go on to the next step. Next, I want to make some eyes. So I'm going to take some clay, just a little pinch, roll that into a ball. I might cut it in half, shape it a little bit. I'm gonna slip and score. So slip and score. Now I'm going to put me an eyeball right there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to shape it with my fingers so that it's kind of round, but it's still flat on the bottom. Shape it with my fingers. Slip and score. Slip and score. Put that there. It's looking pretty good. He's kind of looking like a monster. Now I need to decide if I'm going to have ears on the side or if I'm going to have ears on the top. I think I might do my ears on the side. So I'm going to take some clay, roll it into a ball, back and forth, squish it flat, and then I'm going to push it to make it look like an ear. Now I need to slip and score. Stick my ear on. And I'm going to smooth that ear onto my clay. So you can't even see where my ear starts and my head begins. Okay, get rid of all that line. Same thing with this one. I'm going to roll it. I'm going to flatten it out. It's too flat. I'm going to roll it, flatten it out like a little sausage, and then I'm going to push to make that ear shape. Then I'm going to slip and score. Put my ear on the side of my head. He's looking pretty good. All right. You know what I think I might want? Might want a tooth. I'm going to take a little flat piece of clay and I'm going to use my popsicle stick and I'm going to cut me a tooth. Remember, I have to slip and score. Now I need to make his eyeballs a little bit more like eyeballs. So I take the little round end of that stick and I'm going to poke it in here. Now I can do some details. Any kind of details you want. You could have spiky hair. You could have wiggly hair. You could take all of this extra clay that you've got and you could make your monster look any way you want to. So I'm going to add some details to my monster. There you have it. There is my monster. And we're going to let these dry. And then I'm going to put them in the kiln. And I am going to fire them, which is in the big oven that makes it super hot. Then I'm going to bring it back to you and you are going to paint it next week when you come.